Hello and welcome to a brief demonstration on the Public Alert program. I'm going to show you how it works and why people like it so much. It should only be a few minutes. If you have any questions, please call us here at 1-800-657-0880. Alright, so getting right into the program, it allows you to send out messages to your customers via voicemail, text, and email just by going to publicalert.us here. You can use it from any computer, desktop, laptop, tablet, even your cell phone. Any connection with internet will work. So we'll dig right in and show you right when you get to the home screen if you want to go to the sign in. And I'm going to log in here as somebody else. This is where you're going to put your credentials in. And once you do that, it will bring you immediately to the Create Alert tab. So you'll be using this page 99.9% of the time. And it's fairly simple. If you're going to alert everybody in your city, town, or water district or village at once, you're just going to leave it alone because everybody here you can see is selected, and you would skip right down to the Send Alert By section, which is how the alerts go out. But I'm going to show you here if you wanted to actually filter out the people, maybe send out late notice warnings, or maybe a certain part of town is having a temporary interruption or late trash pickup, simply by deselecting everybody here. And you'll notice we have filters up along the top. These filters you can select if you have people on certain streets. Those people will show up. If you want them to be selected, you will just filter in those streets. Here we only have a few people that live on these few different streets. You would just select them all if you wanted all of these people to be selected, just by clicking on their individual check marks here. If you want to reset your filters and just take them out, you can simply just close out with the little X next to the streets. And then you would select and deselect everybody. If you want to just search for people instead by name or account number, you could simply just type in their name here. So we found Rosie. Let's go back up to the top, clear that out, and maybe you want to find a Heather. And you can select the Heather you want as well. And you can see that the names are populating down below here. You would just scroll down, and now the next step would actually be how the alert goes out. So by default, the voice is selected. You would want to add a label in here. This is so you can go back for your records and say, oh yes, I did do a boil order on that day. And you'll be able to find that. So I have something written up. I'm just going to copy and paste right into the voice message box. And let's say you want to also do text and email as well. So you would select text and you would select email, and these boxes would pop up down below here. Now most people find it easier just to copy what you wrote and then paste it into the text message box. And the same thing with the email, the only difference being email subject line is here, and you would want to put your city's name or so they knew it was coming from you, and then paste in the message in the email body. Also, you have the ability to add an attachment, which is great for things like water quality reports, newsletters, tax information, even if you have a new storefront and you wanted to send people the pictures of that as well. Our holidays greetings card, you could do that as well if you want. So going back to the voice here, you can actually schedule that to go out any day you want or any time you want. If you leave it blank, it'll send right along with the text and the email. After that, you're almost finished. You can test your alert just by typing in whatever name, or whatever number you're at. If you're at work, you can put in your work number. If you want to just put in your cell phone, you can do that. Hit send, and that message will ring right to that number, so you can listen to it before you actually send it out. So that would be pretty much it for the creating an alert portion of this. Again, if you wanted to just go out to everybody, you would clear the search box and then just make sure everybody was selected. So the other portions, as far as residents, if you're using UBMax, it's a very simple process to update your information. You would just go to Sync UBMax, put in your UBMax username and password, and click on Start Sync. It'll show you a green status bar and give you a confirmation that it has been synced. By doing this, you are getting rid of all the people that have moved out from your UBMax system, and everybody that's moved in will be in there now. One other important note, if you do want residents that are not non-residents that are in there that still need to receive notifications, what you want to do is, when you're editing their information here, you want to make sure there's an NR in front of the account number, which you will see in the profile. If you do that, it will keep that customer in there and not delete them, so you will always have them in there no matter how many times you sync. And that is pretty much it. If you want to look at your alerts that you had sent, we are working on this feature here to where you'll be able to see your campaigns. We'll say boil order, and you will also be able to check the box next to it and export that list. If you have to give a list to someone else for late notice warnings, you'll be able to have that exported in an Excel spreadsheet format. So that pretty much concludes the demo for Public Alert. Again, if you have any questions, please call 1-800-657-0880, and we'd love to help you. Thanks for your time.